Picture this. A woman walks away, leaving behind everything you gave her, your time, your patience, your loyalty. You were there. You were steady. You were everything a man is told to be. And yet, she remembers him. Not you. Him. The one who unsettled her, who stirred her nerves, who made her heart race with a mixture of fear and longing she could never explain. She remembers the chaos, the fire, the danger that made her feel alive, while your safety, your kindness, your calm, fades like a shadow she barely notices. This is not a story of morality, brother. It is a story of truth, of biology, of a brain wired to crave intensity, to remember fire more than warmth, danger more than comfort. Every moment he challenged her, disappeared, or returned unpredictably rewired her nervous system. Every surge of uncertainty triggered dopamine, the chemical of addiction, of obsession, of craving. And what you gave her, what you tried so hard to give, could never compete with that electrical storm. Kalia, understand this. Women do not miss the men who were safe. They miss the men who were dangerous. They remember the ones who shook their soul, even if he hurt them, even if he left destruction in his wake. And here is the bitter, unavoidable truth. Intensity imprints itself on the mind in ways safety never can. If you want to understand why, if you want to see behind the curtain of attraction and desire, then listen carefully, brother. What I'm about to tell you will reveal the hidden mechanism of longing, the dark truths of human nature, and the reason why some men are unforgettable and why others are forgotten. My friend, you gave her everything a man could possibly give. You offered patience that never wavered, loyalty that never faltered, understanding that reached into the depths of her soul. You were consistent, reliable, safe, predictable. You were the man every story, every piece of advice, every societal norm told you to be. And yet, she left. Not because you failed her in any tangible way, but because her mind, her body, her very nervous system was wired to remember intensity, not safety. Months or even years pass, and suddenly, without warning, her thoughts drift to him, not you, him. The man who unsettled her, challenged her, disrupted her equilibrium, made her feel fear and longing all at once. She remembers the nights he disappeared without explanation, leaving a void that gnawed at her, a tay that pulled at the edges of her rational mind. She remembers the way he returned, unannounced, with a glance, a word, a touch that reignited a storm in her chest she didn't even know she craved. And here's the first hard truth, brother. This is not about morality. It is not about right or wrong. It is about biology, dopamine, adrenaline, neural wiring. The human brain, and especially the female brain, is exquisitely designed to crave what challenges it, to remember what shocks it, to seek the highs and lows that leave it breathless. Every unpredictability, every moment of fear or longing, every emotional spike became a chemical imprint. She does not miss how he loved her. She misses the way her own body and mind lit up at his chaos, at his fire. Consider the behavioral patterns, my friend. The man who disappears for days, leaving her mind spinning. The man who speaks in riddles, leaving questions unanswered. The man who challenges her self-image with words sharp yet compelling. The man who stands calm when she panics, unshaken and unbending. Each action triggers a cascade of neurochemical responses. Dopamine, serotonin fluctuations, adrenaline rushes that the body confuses for passion. And her brain, hardwired for survival and stimulation, begins to equate emotional danger with desire. This is why she remembers him. This is why she can walk away from safety, from reliability, and still feel an unshakable pull toward the man who rewired her chemistry, often without intention or cruelty. Think of case study 1. She's lying in bed at 2:17 a.m., a phone dimly glowing beside her, the soft hum of silence pressing in, and her mind drifts unbidden to him. She recalls the way his voice could silence her internal chaos, and yet ignite a storm elsewhere. Her heartbeat quickens. Her body remembers tension as pleasure, fear as thrill. And yet, she might hate him for what he represents. Power she cannot control, intensity she cannot replicate. Case study 2. She walks through her day, in a healthy relationship with a man who offers stability, warmth, kindness. Yet a song plays on the radio, a phrase drifts from a conversation, and her thoughts spiral back to the one she left, the one who stirred her nervous system in ways no comfort ever could. She feels drawn, confused, restless. She may even question herself. Why can't I forget him? And the answer is cruelly simple. It is not about reason. It is about chemistry. And let me tell you, my brother, this is not a curse. It never about turning bitterness into identity. It was about responsibility, awareness, and emotional adulthood. Every man will feel weak at some point in his life. Every man will face moments where his confidence cracks and his certainty fades. And that does not make him broken. What defines a man is not the moment he feels lost, but the moment he decides to stand again without demanding the world carry him. Strength is not cruelty, silence, or emotional numbness. Strength is stability, self-regulation, and the ability to remain grounded even when love feels uncertain. When your emotional center belongs to you, you stop begging for reassurance, you stop chasing validation, and you stop fearing distance because you know you can survive it. Attraction, respect, and connection naturally move toward what feels solid and self-directed. And when you become that man, relationships stop controlling you and start reflecting you. Carry this lesson quietly, apply it daily, not to manipulate or dominate, but to master yourself. Because the man who learns how to remain whole in uncertainty is the man who is never truly abandoned again.